Hello everyone, it's Mr. Ops here, and we are going to talk about data collection today. And if you open up your spreadsheet from Google Classroom, you'll notice that there are different tabs on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to be using this spreadsheet throughout this unit, and we're going to be adding things to it. So we're going to start off with raw data comparative. And the question we are asking ourselves today, in terms of most sold albums of all time, to what extent have solo artists like Michael Jackson outperform band artists like the Beatles, or vice versa? Maybe the bands have outperformed the solo artists collectively. In order to do this, I'm going to go and Google the list of best-selling albums. Okay? And Wikipedia comes up, and I got, here are the 40 million copies or more sold. Okay? And if I sort them by, I can see that Michael Jackson's Thriller was the most sold album of all time, according to Wikipedia. So I'm going to take this whole category, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it into here. Just paste it. But there's not very many. I only have 10 there, so I'm going to go back to it. And if I also go down, here's from 30 to 39, because I want to look at a bunch of bands and a bunch of solo artists. I don't want just like the top ones. I want collectively. So let's look, and I want to go back. I didn't want to go do that. And I find, I don't know why, but I find when selecting tables, it seems to work better from the bottom and going up. And then I'm going to go to here. I'm going to paste it in. So I have all these albums here. Now it's got hyperlinks and it's messy. I don't like that. But this is my raw data. I am never going to touch this set of data. I'm going to take the URL while I'm talking, save it so that I can always refer to it. I always want to keep a copy of the raw data that I don't touch, because if I ever make a mistake later on, I can go back to it. So this is my raw data. Now I'm going to select everything on this list down to here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go to the clean data. But here's a cool thing I'm going to do. I'm going to need to go edit. I'm going to paste special, and I'm only going to paste the values. All the hyperlinks are gone. All the funky notations all gone. And all I have is just text. I'm looking for artists, and I'm looking for claimed sales. So this is how many millions of albums. So all these columns here, and if I hit the command button, I can select multiple ones. And I'm just going to delete those. I don't need them. I'm going to move this column over to the middle. I'm going to move this column, get the hand there, and I get the hand, I can just drag it over to here. And then it's just a matter of going down the list and deciding whether they're solo or band. So S, band, band, and so on. All right, I will stop you there. And next thing what we have to do is have all this information. It's all confused, right? So first thing I'm going to do is can I do this? Let's see. These three columns here. These three columns. And I'm going to put a filter on them. And what that means is now I can sort them from the biggest to the smallest, or smallest to biggest. Let's go the other way around. And everything stays together. So here are, Michael Jackson's got the most with 66, but then I also want to sort them by band. And so now I have Guns N' Roses all the way up to the Eagles are the most. Okay. And then I go down here. I'm going to ignore the various artists, and let's pick a different color. Let's do, I don't know, bluish. Okay. And so now I can use color meaningfully. You can see that they have, what to say? There I can see by color which one is which. I'm going to justify these. I'm going to justify this one by going to here. Now, to find the mean, who's the average, okay, I go equal to the average. And I want the average of all the bands. I select the bands, hit enter, and I get 35.82. The median, I go equal median and I pick the same, this is bands. Standard deviation, it's not standardized, but it's standard D. Standard dev, same thing. I'm going to go the whole column. The minimum, I could do the column, or I could just look at it and know it's 30. Maximum, I know it's 51. The range, well, I can just go 51 minus 31. Quartile 1, these are the ones that are a little bit trickier. For this one, I go equal to quartile. And see the syntax here, the data, and then I have to go comma the quartile number. So I want this range of data here, comma, I want the first quartile. And so my first quartile is 30. I do the same thing for quartile 3. What am I going to do different though?
With the 3 instead of 1.
Exactly, quartile, comma 3. Oh, I forgot the range, comma 3. The IQR is just going to be quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what I will do is I will finish. Okay, so looking at some more of these scenarios, if I want to find the overall median, I go equal, type in median, I click on the median, and then I'm going to select the entire column, which is 32. For the mean, I go equal average, and I select the whole column again, and I can see that as such. Now, you can see that it rounds already nice. I can change the rounding by looking at these decimals here, but 2 seems like a reasonable amount. Now, what this table here is for, I know that some of these values are more than 32 and some of these values are less than 32. And so I'm going to make a table. I'm going to make a table where the median's my cutoff. I'm going to do less than or equal to 32 million albums. So if I look at the bands, I know if I look at this, I have 1, 2, 3. If I just select the column that I want all these. If I go down this corner here, I can look at the sum, where if I click on this, it says that there are 10. So that's a handy little corner here that shows you some nice statistics. So I know that there are 10 there. Here, I want to go greater than 32 million albums. And then I go from here to here, and I can see my count is 7. Okay, and so my total, I just add these two. It gives me a suggestion. I'm going to total those. I have 17 here. So you want to do the same thing with the solo bands. The other thing I noticed, like these colors are different, so I'm going to make them the same. I'm not sure what it is. If I select this one last, the color changed to the last one. So now I can change it. Now they're both pink, or I could have changed them to both be orange. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this top column. These 3 specifically, hit Command to get individual ones. I'm going to justify that, but I'm also, let's make it fancy. I'm going to make it black, and so I'm going to make the font white. I also think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it a font 12. I'm a big fan of Helvetica. But look how scrunched this is. If I go to this column here, right, if I just go here, and if I double click with the arrows as such, it will expand to fit nicely all of whatever the largest column width is. And now I can see them all here. Some people even like to take this and justify that as well. And now we have ourselves a nice table here. You should go and do the individual statistical tables there as well. And that is using spreadsheets. Good luck with that. When it's all said and done, you should have something that looks like this. Okay? So good luck.